Hello everybody, welcome back to another exciting matchup in the EchoCombatGeorgeLeague. This week is week 4, and I believe this is the first match of the week. We have on orange team, we have George's Ultimate Ninjas, aka Gun, with Tenacious Zebra, Echo 2, and Berg. And our opponents today, starting off on defense for Fission, is Vibinator, He is the Cat, and Vinkator Boy, aka the Cool Crabs. Now, this matchup really is going to be pretty interesting. Echo 2 is pretty new to the game as far as I'm aware, but this is almost all seasoned veterans who are very good at their weapons. They are stuck to that one weapon cap, so it'll be interesting to see what weapons they use, especially since at least Cool Crabs, if they're not cheating and using 2 meteors, are going to be using some experimental weapons, which caused that glitch. So it's going to be interesting to see which weapons they pick and what they've been playing with while practicing and getting ready for this match. Now, Berg has also been working on something that I personally love to see, and that's that shield throw, where you throw your shield at an opponent, preventing them from hitting anyone in the area, and being extremely effective, as far as I can tell. Now, let's see how this matchup will go. We are on Fission, which I believe is the first map to ever be created in this game, and it should be a rip-roaring good time. Oh, Echo 2 has played for a while. I stand corrected. I agree, Gun had better win because I have good money on them. I'm not biased in any way, but both teams are readying up here. And so the match is getting underway. 13 seconds until they get in position to start defending this point.
Take your defensive positions.
Crafters Epic, I'm sorry to hear that your name is purple. That's not our... I can't fix that from here. But let's see. Here's the Cat getting there first, winning the Great Flamingo race that is tradition. Everyone else seemingly sticking back. This is a strategy we've seen a lot of in recent years, especially given that the other team, the offensive team, has lost their player and has gone back to unreadied. So this should be, I guess we're going back on hold for a little bit. Oh, ready back up, and we are right back in it. Now another 15 seconds until our Cool Crabs get in position to defend for this first match. Now essentially, how this works is one side pushes as far as they can, gets the payload hopefully all the way to the end, and then they switch sides. Whoever pushes it furthest, or does so faster in this kind of war of attrition if both sides repeatedly get it to the end, wins the match. So it should be a rip-roaring good time, and this is the only time they'll be able to play this map in this matchup for this week. So it should be a fun time. All right, players boosting out, not choosing that late boosting pattern that I was talking about. Instead of just choosing the boost altogether and getting in position, as is the old strat. Recently, people have started boosting out later to prevent the opponent team from using the minimap on their spawn room to know where everyone is. Alright, 3 seconds to this match getting underway. Let's see what Gun's offensive is going to be. Going for a bit of a pincer maneuver. A flank coming from Berg as Echo and Tenacious take the point. Tenacious taking heavy damage from that sniper fire from He is the Cat. A sniper player I haven't heard much about and played much against, but truly he seems to be very skilled at his craft. Berg staying alive, stunning Dinkator with an excellent stun field. We love to see the stun field getting used, especially with this one weapon and equipment cap going on. Tenacious getting low, Dinkator with that Protostar. We love and hate to see the Protostar, as it is a very strong weapon. Vibinator on the ceiling, low health, but He is the Cat takes out his sniper opponent, Tenacious Zebra. That meteor fire continuing to rain from the ceiling from Vibinator. Let's see if it will be stopped in any way, and they really have to if they want to make any progress, as that splash damage can really just wear any team down. Now, one thing you'll note is that Orange team is playing much more aggressively. Gun's playing much more aggressively just due to the faster respawn timer. One pick for them is worth much more, but Vibinator not letting himself get picked off and taking down both the Berg and Echo, and leaving Tenacious at low health but healing back up. He is the Cat looking for that angle, same with Vibinator. Fire already going on payload. Tenacious is at 1 health, and she is forced to retreat. Berg comes out, the stun field misses, and he's left all alone floating, and he goes down to use the Cat for that final shot. Those Protostar shots are really dangerous, and we really just hate to see it. Tenacious goes down to Dinkator, and that is not going well for George's Ultimate Ninjas right here. Echo floating in, that's just going to be capitalized on by Here's the Cat. Dinkator raining fire down on Berg. Berg avoiding shots excellently though. Looking for some damage, noticing that Vibrator is holding that one position. If you can get any splash damage on him, you can force him to retreat. Berg forced to retreat though from that sniper fire. Ultimately, Cool Crabs is really covering each other's weaknesses. Anytime you push one of them, the other two come to rush in, and it's just not working well. Not getting many picks. Dinkator kills off Echo. Berg and Tenacious on payload. That stun field is dangerous to have floating around here. Dinkator getting somewhat low, but forced to phase off. Killing Matrix coming out from Vibinator, who continues to rain fire down on the payload, getting Tenacious low. Berg steps in. The payload gets contested in these last few minutes. This flamingo icon right here is the checkpoint. They get another 2 minutes if they can just reach these 5 more meters. He is the Cat low. 2 picks down. Vibinator and Dinkator going down. He is the Cat holding strong. A translocator. Interesting. We love to see it. Echo looking to dunk that payload. And he does it because he is the Cat sadly C9s due to a lack of health. Dinkator and he is the Cat clean up that kill though. Although with that respawn timer, now they're going to be respawning much closer. Gun's going to be respawning much closer. So that is going to be interesting to see if they keep holding this aggressively. This map, and specifically this checkpoint, is almost all momentum driven. It is specifically based on if you can get down this tunnel first and prevent a good hold from the defensive team. And the defensive team is not allowing that. Dinkator goes down to a stun field meteor combo. Vibinator trades that with Echo too. Tenacious looking for a pick on Vibinator, gets knocked off. Using a Comet in close range is not best. Vibinator is seemingly overheating, but looking to finish off that kill on Tenacious. Tenacious low, surviving and avoiding that splash damage, but Vibinator eventually wears her down. He is the Cat, flanking back and falling back with that translocator again. We love to see it. Dinkator and he is the Cat holding very aggressively, but Orange Team, George's Ultimate Ninjas, also making some good progress, getting it about halfway through this checkpoint on a map that's very hard to get through sometimes. Tenacious all alone knocks off Here's the Cat, can't get the pick. Oh, Dinkator just picks him off with that Protostar. It's truly a very dangerous weapon despite its slow bullet travel time. Dinkator looking for an angle. Here's the Cat looking for a flank. Vibinator taking down Berg and Dinkator taking down Zebra. Vibinator finishes off with Echo. Now, this is a good chance for George's Ultimate Ninjas to push in together. And Tenacious, you can see that with Tenacious waiting and looking for a shot on Here's the Cat, landing it too. Holding that good position and just looking for any sort of damage and initial pick to break the hold here. Berg not seeing the flank coming out from Dinkator, who quickly picks him off. Tenacious all alone. Not much close range action coming from Echo too, holding his ground and moving just a bit too slow, getting picked off by Dinkator and Here's the Cat. Echo 2 seems to be a fan favorite, as we can see from Java Baba. We love Echo 2 in this community. Truly a blessing, and truly just a blessing to be around. Alright, Echo and Tenacious quickly goes down by an excellent detonator from Dinkator, or from Vibinator, and Dinkator cleans up that kill. Here's the Cat is low. They could capitalize on that if they can get to him before he regenerates. That threat scan going out, revealing their position. 20 seconds left. They are in a rough position here, a gun is. But let's see if they can do it. Tenacious Vibinator goes down to his own splash image, but Here's the Cat quickly finishes off the mission he started. Echo 2 is low. Gets Dinkator very low. Instant heal coming out. Oh, it's Berg versus Dinkator for the match. Berg's shield does not go in a good direction. Forced to hold that payload given that it's overtime. They get it and they start moving it down. And now let's see if Cool Crabs continue to have this aggressive hold instead of holding back on the main antechamber. Berg and Tenacious, the dynamic duo, holding on. They make it into the antechamber. Here's the Cat getting low. Berg gets very low here and goes down. Vibinator is taken down by Berg. Alrighty, 2 players on payload. Tenacious crabbing for her life. Echo going for it, and that's probably the match. Overtime time ticks down. And this first round sets the victory point at 83.47 meters. Now, if Cool Crabs can push it further than that, further than how far George's Ultimate Ninjas got it, they will win this first round pretty quickly. Let's see how that affects George's Ultimate Ninja strategy. The team switching sides here. Berg and Echo both sitting in the waiting room, devising strategies. Let's see how they defend if they decide to use that slow hold to try and throw off their opponents. It seems like they're favoring that. Oh, never mind. There they are, boosting out right now. Let's see if they can go at this together and succeed. Now, Pulsar is an interesting choice from Echo. It's a weapon that we don't see much use of besides from David and some other players, but it's not too great. It's not the most favored weapon in the community, so it's interesting to see Echo use that. It might be interesting to see him use Starburst or a different weapon. That would be my recommendation, but I could be very, very wrong. What do y'all think? What is the problem going on with gun strategy that they got stopped so aggressively there? Alright, the offensive team comes out here. Threat scan quickly comes out. A 3-man stack looking for a boost, but it quickly splits up. Here's the cat holding that high ground, looking for a snipe and landing one on Tenacious, who's holding, or Berg is holding rather aggressively. Vibrator looking for a sneak attack and gets it onto Echo, quickly taking him down. Using his detonator though, probably could have gotten away with less equipment usage. Tenacious forced to phase, and that close range battle is going to favor Vibrator. Tenacious misses the grab. Vibrator retargets on the Berg. Berg holding that ceiling and raining down hellfire. Dinkator holding on the cart, making slow and steady progress. And the rest of their team pushing forward. He is a cat looking for a sniper shot. And, translocating into close combat with Tenacious, challenging her to a duel. She relocates on the point, trying to stop that progress. Dinkator's low, but Vibrator takes it on Berg, and Cat finishes off Zebra. Echo floats off into space and sadly dies to that sniper fire. You gotta watch out for that. Detonator comes out from Vibe and also takes and finishes the job with Meteor. Let's see how it's going. Alright, 4 minutes left. This is a good position. Tenacious getting an excellent shot onto Vibrator, a surprise attack that no one really expected. Now, this is the typical hold that we see a lot of teams use, with Tenacious holding at this bottom pillar. A lot of people hold this upside down area at the top of that antechamber, but unlike Cool Crabs, they're holding much further back, as you can see. Cool Crabs making slow and steady progress. They're almost there. They're only about 15 meters or 20 meters away from their objective. And they are forced to use instant heal, though. Tenacious looking to get him off that payload. Here's the cat going low, trying to get a flank here. Vibrator pushes down mid as a distraction, forced to back up. Echo 2 sadly gets grabbed and taken down by Here's the cat, and that's going to be the match, because with 10-second respawn timers, Blue team is not going to get around there. So this first round is going to go to the Cool Crabs. That's correct. Zero Silver is not cheating. I don't know where you would have gotten such an idea. I would never accuse such a upstanding individual of stream sniping. Alrighty. Well, that is this first match. Let's see how the next one goes. Hopefully, it shall go better for our George's Ultimate Ninjas, as I'd love to see a match go to 3 points and have a nail biter, as it were.
Hello everybody, welcome back to week 4 of EchoCombatGeorgeLeague Season 2. Let's see how this match goes. This time, George's Ultimate... Oh, Season 2? Year 2? I thought this... Oh, Season 1. I am incorrect, my apologies. Alrighty, but this time they're choosing Dyson. We have the Cool Crabs, Vibinator, He is the Cat, and Dinkator Boy on orange. And Tenacious Zebra, Echo 2, and Berg on blue team. Now, it's very interesting to see how these teams are going to play and how they're going to switch it up. This map has a lot of options. We see a lot of outside play in this outside area, but we also sometimes see some tunnel fights. So it'll be interesting to see which side is favored, especially given their team composition. It will be interesting to see. George's Ultimate Ninja's readying up. Let's see how that goes. Berg continuing to use that stun field. We'll be excited to see how it goes on this map, especially since it can go through these permeable shields here, which is something I learned just today during a match. Both sides rated up, 10 seconds. Let's see where they drop in, and if they drop in as soon as they can, or if they will use that minimap to know where their enemies are. All right.
Capture the point.
Here's the Cat coming in here. Both players choosing a tunnel push. A full backpad push from George's Ultimate Ninjas. A snipe hitting Berg hard though. The stun field comes out. Doesn't get anyone, sadly getting caught on that lip here. And he goes down to a Protostar Meteor combo. Echo goes down as well. Dinkator and Vibinator, really a dynamic duo. He is the Cat putting an incredible amount of pressure on Tenacious, who does not see him sadly. The grab is translated quickly into a kill, and there's a full team wipe from Cool Crabs. Berg looking for a push. Echo kind of pushing out more alone this time. Let's see if they'll do a different strategy. That shield going down to that meteor fire. He is the Cat holding the shield tower very effectively. Sort of duel being challenged with Berg over there on the hill here. Vibinator taking down Tenacious on the point. Cool Crabs claiming the point, taking up at 8% now. Now, this is going to tick up pretty fast with them just sitting in the point. It's interesting to see them just sitting there. Oh, Echo looking for an angle, but that sniper fire from over top on this ring is just too deadly, and Here's the Cat will get that pick. A tunnel fight breaking out. Dinkator using that Protostar at its mid-range where it's kind of best. Takes down Tenacious. Berg low, fighting a 2v1. Vibinator choosing not to engage. Dinkator completely phased and looking for some damage. That stun field does not go, and the Protostar will continue to dominate that inside area. Echo pushes in alone and dies for it. Tenacious flanking around, but she's been caught out by Vibinator. Goes down to a Detonator Meteor combo. Sadly, that combo can really just take down someone so easily and so quickly, especially in those close range areas where splash damage is very easy to hit. Berg coming in here. Let's see if he can get the pick. The translocator comes out from He is the Cat, bringing him to the other shield tower. Let's see how it goes. Echo looking for some damage on Dinkator here. But, oh, sorry, that's Vibinator. Vibinator forced to retreat back into the point. Dinkator covering him. He is the Cat looking for some damage. Oh, a strong push on the point. Tenacious using shield this time. Interesting to see them switch it up. Echo 2 running threat scan. Berg losing the Meteor 1v1. Can Tenacious get the pick? Berg finishes him off. He's the Cat is low. He's the Cat forced to fight a 3v1 and then dies for it to a good detonator bounce from Tenacious. Let's see. Oh, Cool Crabs gathering up, looking for a group push here. Dinkator and Vibinator boosting on point quickly here, leaving their teammate behind. Maybe that's a strategy for them, given that he's using a more long-range weapon. Interesting to see nonetheless. Strong healing usage comes out. Vibinator and Dinkator trade with Echo and Tenacious. Vibinator takes down Echo, and He is the Cat finishes off Berg. The point goes back into enemy hands, and we're at 92%. Will this first round go in favor of Cool Crabs? It looks like it. 99% saving it in the last minute. Can Tenacious crab for long enough? Her stamina is not the best, and she sadly goes down to a meteor shot from Vibinator. Now, this is best out of 3, so George's Ultimate Ninjas could pull it back, and I really hope we get to see a full best of 3 match instead of just a 2-0, as that is significantly less interesting in my opinion. Let's see. Both teams are going to enter basically with full equipment. That is one thing you have to worry about with this game mode, is that equipment does not automatically refresh when entering a second round.
Prepare to
All right, Cool Crab's favoring the split that they had the same time last time. Here's the claiming that ring, and Vibrator and Dinkator claiming point through a junction in the back pad. Berg looking for some splash damage and looking to suppress, and takes down Here's the Cat this time with Tenacious. Berg firing on point, starting a meteor duel with Vibrator and Dinkator, who are both upside down. Tenacious pushes close and dies for it, sadly. Dinkator switching to Protostar. Interesting choice. Maybe to favor the inside fights that we've seen so much of recently. All right, Berg holding that mid, but forced to retreat by the team shot from Vibrator and Dinkator. Here's the Cat holding this obelisk. Tenacious looking for a sniper shot, but that fire from Tenacious just behind that shield. Oh, shield's gone. That is less cover. Moving on to the second one. The Translocator comes out. Here's the Cat challenging a Protostar to a close range fight. It seems to have worked out, but the ball's on that man. My god. Echo 2 goes down to Vibrator with a similar outside push. Dinkator rebuffs Berg from the inside. Man, it is not going well for George's Ultimate Ninjas today. It'd be interesting to hear what they think is going wrong and how they'll adapt to it next week. Tenacious takes the low ground and is going to most likely lose that fight, but turns it around on Vibrator. Here's the Cat holding this ring, looking for damage. Tenacious gets the grab, but is quickly counter-grabbed using the cover of the ring. Oh, Tenacious is low, and Dinkator will... Here's the Cat will finish her off, while Dinkator does a 2v1 on the inside. Well done for them. Vibrator choosing tunnels. They're really sticking with the same positioning composition that they had the last time. Here's the Cat getting some quick shots on Berg. Berg unable to escape and goes down to a headshot from Here's the Cat. Vibrator coming along, beats up Tenacious and steals her lunch money and takes down Echo in the process. Truly a sight. Yep, I am indeed using an Echo.
Point contested.
It is the best mic I have at my availability. Tenacious gets low and is taken down by Vibrator, but Berg trades with Dinkator for her.
Point contested.
Vibrator quickly just getting all that damage down. The energy barrier is not being used to its fullest ability. Here's the Cat getting grabbed and not killing him very effectively, but gets Berg eventually. Vibrator kills himself, and that is the match. 100-0.
Orange squad.
And I guess that's their match for this day, except for the match later on today. But that was a quick game. See, truly very, very exciting to see. It was a very fun match.
Yeah.
See all the different players using their new strategies. I know for a fact a lot of these players have been practicing with new weapons and equipment and such. So it's exciting to see as they get better. However, this current matchup just didn't favor them. Didn't go their way. Perhaps it was the team fighting that didn't favor them, but it'd be very interesting to see what they think. But I guess that's all that I have for you today. It'd be very interesting to see how this next matchup goes. I would love to see a rivalry develop between these two teams. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day.
It's game on.
Starting match.
$15.